But you are.
Alright. Hey guys, my name's Freely Gaming and today we're here with the JunkCast episode 12. I'm joined with 1000 Colors and Beatnik AU. What's going on, guys?
Hello. I'm tired. I'm really tired.
Oh shit, we spent too long working on Google Hangouts and it didn't work.
We just drew on Beatnik's face.
Yeah, that was pretty much the highlight of the night, eh?
Yeah.
My camera accidentally activating and then figuring out all of the decorations you can add with Google.
It wasn't an accident. You planned it. You're like, I want them to see me.
I wanted to look like an idiot. Yes.
He's like, you're like, oh yeah, I need to show myself off to the world.
That's it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Well, Alex is here, and I've been recording the chat
Glorious
and
leader
the video.
has arrived.
What?
Well,
Where the hell did you come from?
everyone who's like watching the video knows that you were on like the whole time.
Me?
Yeah, because I'm recording like the chat and everything,
Stalking in the background.
so everyone knew.
I haven't been on. I was logged on. I just woke up.
Yes.
Where is it? What's
Good
happening?
morning. It's,
Have we actually started?
yes, you walked in as we begin recording.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Good. Good. That's good.
So, what's in store for today?
Well,
Things.
I suppose we should probably just kick off with the first topic. I haven't read into this at all, but
Me neither.
Visual Games survives
never
Crytek forms a new studio, considers more Darksiders. So I'm assuming that the devs from Darksiders left Crytek and formed their own new studio, and now they're thinking about making further Darksiders.
Yay.
Yes. So, yeah, Nordic Games were the ones that purchased Darksiders. Purchased the IP when THQ went under.
Yeah.
So they're apparently looking into negotiations for working on that IP again or buying it back. I'm not sure. But yes, it was just one of those. I love. Anyone else play the Darksiders games?
I played
Yeah.
a little bit.
I own
the
that.
first one, but not much.
If
I own them.
They're really cool.
they're on my to-do list.
Eventually.
If you like Legend of Zelda games, then you'll love this. The gameplay is pretty much the exact same sort of thing with heading to all the temples to collect what you need, and yeah, it's just really well constructed, and it's just if you love Zelda, you'll love this because the gameplay is pretty similar with the way it works. But yes, so I just chucked this in because I'm very excited about it.
Yay.
The thought of a new Darksiders game is awesome. Even though I still got to go back and finish Darksiders 2.
What's the last one? Death Lives or whatever. Any good? Or was that?
That's the one I've got to go back onto.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was good. It's a lot longer than the first, and the first one was already pretty long.
Yeah. I don't know. I took a look into it a while back, and I was like, oh, yeah, kind of looks kind of cool. Maybe later.
I highly recommend it.
All right,
first
maybe
release was
I'll
awesome.
give it a look. Quick look, maybe. I don't know.
opinion
It
on
sounds
playing,
kind of
yeah.
interesting, but I don't know. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so
Everyone else-
excited.
I've only
Hashtag
just woke up,
excited.
and also, yeah,
I'm ready to go
Darksiders.
to sleep.
I didn't
so...
even play Darksiders. I don't own Darksiders. I probably own it, but I haven't played it. So I have
Yeah.
no opinion on that.
I'm ready to go to sleep.
All I
so I'm
know
not
is you
too
play as
enthusiastic.
Death. So everyone knows Death is good.
Death? What?
Yeah, you play as the first of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Basically,
Yeah,
the apocalypse
war
has
and then
started.
death.
It's the
I
the
was just
storyline is
making
the
crackhead.
apocalypse is beginning, and someone's like starting it for their own gain, and
And
yeah.
war's just like, fuck you, bitches! I'm war!
he's kind of the one caught in the middle of it somehow, and you go through finding out why by being
Doesn't
badass.
something
and
bad happen to him, and then
By
Death's
being
just like,
Death.
I'm gonna go get war back! And then, like, probably at the end of that, something bad happens to Death, so Pestilence is like, I'm gonna go get Death back. And then the other one that no one really cares about, Famine, I think it is just like, I'm gonna go get the other 3 back.
Everyone's just like, Famine doesn't...
Like,
nobody cares about Famine.
After all 3 of them have gone, their horses tried to collect them back, and there's a magical pony episode. Like, yeah. A little pony. I can imagine that's how it's gonna go. That's how the series is gonna go.
Exactly, that was the direction.
And it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, you can quote me on that one.
I want to play as Rainbow Dash. Or about
come
Twilight
Darksiders 5,
Sparkle.
there's gonna be everyone will be ponies instead of the horsemen of the apocalypse, because all the horsemen are stuck somewhere, and the horses have to rescue them.
Oh gosh, is it gonna be like Cliff Horse?
Be like,
yes,
what?
it'll be exactly like Cliff Horse.
Oh yay! Then I'm buying
just with more bugs. And
more
balls.
I didn't know that
more
was
cows.
possible. I didn't know more bugs was possible with Cliff Horse.
I don't know, I haven't played much of Cliff Horse. I played like 10 minutes. I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
What the hell, Notch? And then he did Drowning and Problems, and it was just like...
Yep.
I
feel happy that I showed you that and ruined everyone's life for that day.
You ruined my life for life. Isn't that the point of ruining life?
My life for life is gone.
I ruined your life
What?
for a day. Yes, that's exactly how it works.
Coolies.
Yay.
Anyway, do we want to move on to the next topic? We don't actually have too many today.
We want to stick on this topic forever.
Oh yeah, 5 ever actually.
Alright.
I haven't looked at the topic list, so I have literally no idea what's going on.
There's like 5 topics.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I've got a topic that we can talk about anyway, so...
Alright, what's your topic?
Siberia.
Huh? Oh,
What's your topic?
In Mother Russia. Yes, Siberia. I can't do a Russian accent. I need to work on that one.
Well, maybe you should. Maybe you should go do that right now.
Podcast. Right. This is the problem of waking up just before the podcast.
Yeah, I actually ended up...
Oh my god, someone's organised it.
I ended up napping before the podcast, so I didn't really do much. I just slept. I slept on my bed, and my cat was like cuddling up to me, and I'm like, oh, I'll never leave you. And then I was like, oh, damn it, it's 9 o'clock. Oh, I have to leave you now.
Yeah, I'll talk about my topic at the end.
Just like tear.
Yeah,
I'll talk about my topic at the end. We got... I like the next topic. Second rant.
I was going to say, the second I saw this in the news, I'm like, oh, Alex is going to have something to say about these.
I know, and the rest of us are just like, yeah, whatever, we don't really use Twitch.
We're like, yeah, there's
whatever.
Twitch stuff happening that seems pretty big.
Alex,
Alex is just going to be like,
actually, it doesn't really affect Alex, I don't think, because the music that he plays on he was very, like, careful about playing music on his streams.
I am a sensible person who is not an idiot that understands that copyright is an existent thing, and like hordes of retards in the world.
Are you sure?
The problem is that it's capturing. It's like the content ID matching that was pretty average when it came in.
But average is a bit of an overstatement.
Here's the problem. Well, you've actually just admitted it yourself. Is Twitch the audio thing? Content ID system, whatever you want to call it. As you just said, it's like when YouTube first brought into the content ID. So there's a teething stage, of course, of every new thing. There's a teething stage,
and everybody hates it at first.
Well, yeah, everyone hated the content ID system because there's a teething stage, and after that, everyone just like, okay, then I can just dispute it. Done. Doesn't affect me anymore because I can just dispute it when it's bullshit.
I still think people hate the content ID system. Like, a lot. I don't think
people don't seem to give a shit too much about it, though, anymore. They're just like, okay, I can dispute it, done.
I gotta say, I was shitting myself about it when I first came across it, but then when I read up and it's just like, no, you just press OK, and it just means that if you're monetizing, they get the proceeds. And if you're not monetizing, it's no different to you, except that there's ads for them.
Well, it doesn't really matter to, like, smaller channels like us, but to bigger channels who make their living off YouTube, it's kind of like... my god, it's just like one more obstacle that they have to go through, and a lot of the time it's just from like a game that they're let's playing.
And that's why you don't do YouTube for a living, kids.
Well,
because you
to be fair,
may
with
get
the
screwed
Twitch
over
stuff,
at some point.
the thing is with Twitch, very, very, very rarely will someone go to Twitch purely for the sake of watching VODs. You go to Twitch to watch live streams, of course. The only sort of argument to what goes to say I go to Twitch to watch VODs is watching speedrunners. But
VOD.
as I found last night during video on demand, past broadcasts.
Oh, okay.
Um,
yeah.
Because that's what this only affects past broadcast. What it does
Yep.
is it scans your old broadcast and says, "Oh, look, there's a bit of copyrighted music there. Let's block out 30 minutes of audio." Now the problem is this is teething sort of section at the moment, and it'll get sorted and stuff, and Twitch will probably lose the whole whoever the fuck they've got, Audible Magic or whatever, and get their own system in place, which will work a lot better, I'm assuming. If not, they're going to be kind of screwed because, how are they going to work it? But I'm pretty sure they'll sort it out. I'm pretty sure of that. And
They're
the
a big
thing
enough
is,
company that they're going to find a way.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've already stepped back on it at the beginning so far with inputting what YouTube has with being able to dispute it, which they didn't at first.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're right about that. Yeah, they're still figuring it out and they're taking the right steps.
The main reason to go to Twitch is to watch live streams. I don't know anyone that goes, I'm going to go to Twitch and watch some videos, because you don't. You go to Twitch to watch live streams, and because, like, yesterday, let's see, I was watching the JunkCast live doing Knockscott, that's the one. And literally every single person in the chat, well, not every single, but a lot of the chat was complaining, saying this is why YouTubers shouldn't do Twitch, because they're doing literally no interaction with the chat. Twitch is designed for the broadcaster to interact with the chat. Of course, when it's something like the JunkCast, they have an absolute ton of people, but the chat was in slow mode, so that helps a little bit better. And literally, it's the only people that seem to acknowledge the chat were the mods. And yeah, going on that basis, people come to Twitch to watch live streams. They don't come to Twitch to watch videos.
Yeah, I'll do that. So yeah, you're not going to affect them too much.
I think what people are worrying about though is that they're eventually going to expand out into live streams, and then they'll have a system in place where it's can everyone still hear me, or is it?
Yeah.
Ah, shit! It said that there was a problem with the call.
Oh yeah, we lost Alex.
We lost Alex.
He's back.
Anyway, back. There we go.
Okay, so
yeah.
what I think people are worried about is that it will eventually spread to regular live streams, in which they'll lose the ability to even play a game and have the full cutscene, because it will be a lot tighter, on YouTube.
It's
honestly,
you're right. It is something where they are on the way, and realistically, YouTube does it. This is the same sort of thing. I know it is live, but it falls under the same sort of laws. So it does make sense that that's where they go. But how are they going to do that is the thing I find interesting, and what's possibly a worry if they do try to.
Live videos. The reason I started it with only past broadcasts at the moment was the live video side of things, doing that sort of, filtering and stuff on live broadcasts is going to be a lot harder than old past broadcasts.
Yeah, I don't think it'll actually be worth their time and money that it'll take to do it, because they're not going to be able to automate something like that. It's too broad.
And also, here's the thing: once it's in the system properly, once it's in place properly, and it's you're able to dispute stupid ones. For example, the International 4 getting copyrighted for Dota's soundtrack, things like that. When when the system's in place that you can dispute that, or it won't even happen, then the only people that are going to be affected by it are morons who break copyright law. I've been watching loads and loads of videos on it and Total Biscuit, as always, probably said it best when he said, if you're live streaming and stuff and you've got legitimate music on there, sort of thing, well, and some the thing copyright claims it or whatever, then yes, you have a case to stand on. But if you're live streaming and you've got someone like Usher playing in the background, you kind of shouldn't have that going there because, that's copyrighted. And Usher never said that you can use his music.
Or did he?
There's so many systems out there, like OC Remix. All of that is open source and free to use. Use all of that. Or
Never.
What
smaller
is that?
artists. OC Remix. It's a site where people will make remixes of old or any sort of soundtrack and make them into sort of different themes and stuff.
Oh, so they take it from like public domain music or something.
No, they'll take like game soundtracks and remix them and stuff.
Is that legal?
Yeah, it's a remix. It's
Yeah, it's fair use.
Yeah, it's like YouTube videos. That's fair use because it's
an alternative to the product which you're looking at.
Yay, copyright law.
If you go to like hip hop artists or something, they've got to get permission to use other people's things as samples. They've got to get a license to use that. How is this bypass that?
Transformative content, because it's transformative content, and you can just scream fair use, fair use.
I think what they're doing...
Because the thing is with hip-hop artists and stuff, they earn money off this. If you don't earn money from it, it's a bit less of a sort of no-no. People don't seem to really care too much about it.
I think
is there any revenue off of Twitch streaming?
Yeah, there's like subscriptions and I think donations. But I think with fair use with hip-hop artists, they're using like samples, but they're not changing them and adding something to it. They're using that track in their song. So it's kind of, it's not fair use. But for someone like me, I got copyright claimed, but they dropped the dispute just then. Yeah!
Stick it to the man.
Like I was talking over something and they tried to copyright claim it because it was just like a cutscene. And that's fair use because I was adding on to the commentary. It was an alternative to what Konami had made instead of like just like a rehashed or a re-upload of what they've already done. And that's what they really get mad at, I think. But yeah, there's ways around fair use, but I think the thing that people are really I think the thing people are worried about is that it's going to turn into a situation like we have on YouTube, where you get copyright claims like that are just total bullshit, and then you have to wait 30 days to even monetize your content, and obviously we don't want that to happen, because the YouTube system is fairly broken still.
Yeah, with Twitch, though, is the fact that, as we said earlier, the problem is it's going to be so hard to police live broadcasts that I'm pretty sure they won't do that. And if they do, they would have to have a fucking solid system. Like, the thing that I find really ridiculous at the moment is, one, a lot of people are saying, oh my god, all this shit's going on with the content ID thing, I'm going to Hitbox or something like that, or I'm going to this other streaming service. It's like, so, I didn't know over there copyright didn't exist. Yeah, you were genius.
Pretty much.
And the thing is as well, is like, there is so much, like, you don't have to use big popular music. If people argue all the time that the music on the stream does not affect the viewers come purely for the personality. If that is the case, then either turn off your music or use royalty-free music, or approach an indie artist that you really like and approach them and say, hey, can I use your music on your thing? I bought all your albums or whatever, Would it be okay? And sure as shit, most of them will say yes. I'm actually speaking to one at the moment, and he said to me outright, yes, it's absolutely fine. Like, thank you for supporting the stuff and that. As long as, there's a link or something back to my page and that, so people can actually purchase the music, that's absolutely fine with me. And he said that, like, I can do that for all of his music that I own. Now that I purchase, I can use it. And the thing is, lots and lots of... It's like the same with indie gamers, indie pro devs and stuff.
Yes, yeah.
They will go mental just to get their game out there. They'll give... Even the smallest YouTuber, they'll just give a free copy of the game because it's free publicity. And this is the thing. People should just... Fuck massive... If people don't come to streams purely for the music, and you're so confident in your product that you're broadcasting that... You can say, hey, people don't come to my broadcast because of the music. They come because of my personality. If you're so confident in that, you could either turn off the music or use other music. If you don't, you're not confident in your own system. You're not confident that you're good enough, really. That's what I find really stupid about people.
I'm not like I'm definitely not against like them introducing this at all, but I think another aspect to it is the fact that they've had it for so long. They've had this like they can just upload or they can just stream and just have music or whatever the hell they want over it, and no one's going to do anything.
Oh,
I did.
But now it's kind of been taken away, and they're like, "Hey, what the fuck? Why was it okay before?" Like they've set a precedent, which they probably shouldn't have, because now people are going to expect it on the streaming service.
Yeah, but the thing is, people should understand that even if that's like, no, if I went out into the street and murdered a few people, and I got let off for that, did it again, got let off for that, that's setting a precedent that murder is okay for me. It's really not. It's just. It's the same with copyright law. Hey, I've broken copyright law, but no one caught me, so I better do it again. Although someone allows you to do something, it's not really. Yeah. If someone allows you to do something, it doesn't mean it's okay. For Christ, no. Stockholm Syndrome is not okay, but people that have Stockholm Syndrome allow them to do it.
Yeah, I don't really have much of an opinion on Twitch. I don't really care.
I don't even watch
That's
Twitch,
my opinion.
actually. It's really hard to...
I know you don't, Tom.
I've watched yours the other day for a total of 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I've got to go now.
Because every morning my phone goes up. It's like 6 a.m. I'm like, should I get up and go watch your stream? Nah. One day I'll get up and I'll watch your stream.
Why don't you just turn on notifications for your phone? Simpler it is. Say
because
if you're waking up at 6
early in
a.m.
the morning.
It doesn't bother me at all, really. I just go back to sleep. But it's just, I just kind of look at it and go, ooh, he's streaming. But I'm not going to watch it. But that day I decided to watch it for 5 seconds. And you were just getting mad at Smite. And I was like, yeah.
That sounds about right.
That was a bad day in Smite. I had fucking stupid members in my team. I think that's one of the days I was playing with the public, and I just had like someone instant leave at the start.
That was it. Yeah, someone left.
All I left.
You weren't even like talking to the stream. You were just like typing. It was just like, oh, and it just comes up, you're a fucking idiot. And I'm like, hey, Alex, what's going on?
Yeah, well,
the
stream doesn't really enjoy Smite too much. I end up playing. If I'm playing Smite, it's normally because I'm doing it as a backup, because everything else is broken. For example, that night Steam had just completely broken for me.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I only really play Smite and only really play MOBAs as a backup because no one really enjoys watching them, honestly. Or I only play them as like sort of a last night, end of the night thing.
Yeah, I don't know about Twitch. Like, on one hand, it's really good for like streaming a few sort of games. Like, you'd be alright streaming something like maybe not Pokemon. That's just popular at the moment, but
yeah,
you'd be alright streaming something like Minecraft on there. But if you're going to stream some like obscure game, like let me just scroll down the list. Like, if you were going to stream the Wind Waker, the Wind Waker, you're probably not going to get any people watching.
You might.
You might get like a few, but I don't know how many you'd really get, just because people aren't looking for it. Like, people watch a lot of the same stuff on Twitch over and over, and it's kind of a bit of a catch-22 about it.
Well, the thing is with Twitch as well is you can just go into Twitch and just say, hey, look what games are being played, and it'll just bring up a massive list of every game that's being played. And the way that you can sort of game that system is if you have like a good few people in the chat and stuff, it boosts you up higher. And honestly, people will watch literally everything and thing. I saw someone streaming Final Fantasy 9 the other day.
Yeah.
And that had a good few thousand people.
Yeah,
I was going to say that would be pretty cool, actually.
You've got if you build the following first,
Yeah. But
that's the thing. You've got to build a following first.
It's like if I just wanted to watch like a particular game, then it's like not always there. But usually the only game that I like to watch like speedruns of Zelda, it's always up there. So I'm like, sweet. I love speedruns. I absolutely. Oh, they're so good. They're just 10 out of 10.
Good bang.
Oh, I will do a lot more, man. A lot more. Nah, they're just really interesting, like how fast people are getting at finishing this fucking game and how broken it's gotten.
Yeah, that's one thing I love is that it's always through breaking it.
I tried that with Dark Souls 2, but that was the same day that the forward on my gamepad fucked up, so I can't run straight forward. I've got to angle the camera so the controller thinks I'm not running forward. Like, I've got to have it slightly off center always with the camera. It's just like so fucking awkward to speedrun because you've got like a weird aspect on everything. You know, like a side-on view of everyone.
I should start trying to just like speedrun Zelda without knowing how to do any of the glitches. Like just watching like one of them and then going, all right, I'm gonna try and redo that. Only watching it once, and I should just do it side by side.
I could do that.
And I just play, fucking hell, and
I
just
can imagine
always end up
Tom's
rage
like,
quitting or getting further and further and further until I'm like at the end and I'm just like, all right, I don't know how to do this, but I'm gonna try it, and then I just don't do it.
Yeah. Just say like, okay, I don't know how to do this, but I somehow reached Ganon as a child without the Master Sword, or even I haven't even got Princess Peach with me.
With nothing but a stick.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Let's go.
Okay, where's my magic mushrooms? Tom, you're playing the wrong game. This is Mario. Oh,
Oh fuck.
how the fuck did I do that then? Where's Ganon and Mario? That's Bowser. Oh.
Why am I killing all these children?
You've been saying I haven't been playing Zelda for that long? No,
yes.
you've been playing Mario, Tom. Oh. Well, that makes sense why the game was so short.
Yeah, you basically murder all of Bowser's children.
Yeah, you do, don't
You throw one in the
Wow, that
lava, and then the other ones just die.
Well, depends what one you're playing. The older ones, that every castle used to have Bowser in it, which didn't really ever make sense. Like, you know, every castle you'd throw Bowser into lava, and then to the next castle, I'm back, bitches.
It's like his
imagine, like,
twin, or his like quadruplet or
loads of
something.
He is a dragon, isn't he?
Wait a minute, I never thought of that.
I'm gonna. I'll be like. Oh,
Like,
I'm gonna
what's
Google it.
lava gonna do to a
What
dragon?
is
It breathes
Thinking
fire.
about
He's
Bowser?
a dragon, though. He's a
Thinking about
Koopa.
fitness.
He's the king of the Koopas, if I remember correctly.
Well, how do you know
Which
he
isn't
doesn't
a
have dragon blood like in Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Bowser Stormborn.
Okay, then. If he had dragon blood, why would putting him into lava do anything apart from hinder him for a matter of seconds? You know, if like
Exactly, that's
if he
why
was
he
a dragon.
comes back.
No, but here's the thing. If say for example you were immune to lava and someone threw you in lava, jumped over you, went past you sort of thing, and like then stood in a room chatting for a little while, surely you'd just like climb up that lava, but oi bitch, I'm back, boosh, punch him in the back of the head. Done.
Well,
End of
Bowser is
scene.
not a smart man.
Bowser's just there, like climbs up the lava, just like sees Mario talking to Toad. He's just like, oh, I better leave him. He's
Yeah,
mid
better not
conversation.
interrupt
I won't
them.
want to.
Oh, I don't wanna be rude.
I won't interrupt that one. I'll wait for him at the next castle.
He's actually a really
And-
cool guy. It's Mario that's the
Then-
douche.
Then then Mario
Goodbye,
leaves the
Bowser.
castle and blows it, kicks it down or whatever.
So
As
he's just
in-
having a party
it's-
with all his friends.
Well, in Super
just
Mario
comes in,
Land
he's
3,
like,
Super Mario has some just really bad problems. Like, you know, one, he kills Bowser's family or like relatives
All
or
of
whatever,
his
by
children.
jumping on their heads a lot. Yeah. The blocks in the original blurb of the original Mario, the blocks were actually members of the Mushroom Kingdom transformed into blocks and bricks. And
And weren't the
No, the blocks
Goombas
and
as
stuff.
well?
yeah,
Yeah,
they were transformed into that. And he's just going through murdering them all. And then in Super Mario Land 3, he beats the leader of the castle or whatever, and then blows it up, or kicks it down, or throws it off the screen, or boots it into space. It's like, Mario, you have some fucking big problems, man. The
Yeah,
fact that you can kick castles into space is one.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit scary that he like just kills everyone. Yeah, that's
He has
kinda
issues.
sad.
Picturing like this thing.
Veto
it's like,
Mario.
Please, Mario, don't do it. Were you just there, just like
I
with him,
may have to make a
please?
remix of that. I may have to do that at some stage.
I'm
What?
pretty sure these have been done.
No, of Beatnik's Italian
Please,
version.
Mario, don't do this.
Please, Mario, don't do this.
I want to hear this.
Mario,
This
don't do
will be
this.
my
I
intro
Space.
music
seriously
from now
cannot be bothered at the moment.
That'll be
but
like the
maybe another
intro
time.
music for like next week or something.
Space.
Bass. More bass.
More.
More bass. Less bass.
So much bass.
A little touch
Turn
of
down
drum, and
chords.
then you have a new remix.
And
Yeah.
you have people humping the floor and stuff like that.
Alright, do we want to move on to the next?
Yeah. How did we get to that?
Alright, so do we want to move on to the next topic, or...
Sure.
Alright, so there is
Okay.
a free mod which turns Quake 2 into a virtual reality masterpiece. And Beatnik wrote on the thing, what do you think of virtual reality? Personally, not too into virtual reality. I think it's kind of a gimmick. I kind of like the keyboard, control. I don't really give a shit about much else. Except if it's Euro Truck Simulator 2. Alright? Only time when I'll be like, yep, that's it. I need it. Ugh.
You
What
know,
if I
what I
said
want?
to you that it was supported?
It is supported, I know, but the
Yeah.
Oculus is really expensive.
Tom's like, I know this, but I don't have enough money to relive my dreams. Fuck that shit.
It's like the new development kit is like it's like $500, I think.
Yeah, Australia, once you get it delivered, it is 550. I think it worked out to be. Was
Oh
it
no,
s-
development kit 2 is 350, so probably a little bit more.
That's
with
but
shipping.
that's American dollars,
Ah.
and that's not including tax or shipping.
Oh my gosh,
So
shipping's
it
like
does jump
the whole
up
thing.
considerably from that.
It's like twice the price.
Fucking hell.
It's
Yeah,
still
I'll be
not
getting
worth
mine
it.
in September.
It's still,
$100 in shipping for Australians.
I don't know though. Like I'd only use it for like a few games, and I probably wouldn't use it much. And even if I did, it'd only be on
Yeah.
like Alex's stream. So about, well, Alex, you don't even know what's going on over here. I'll just be
I've-
looking around.
The convention where I discovered Screen Sheet, there was an indie dev there that had an Oculus Rift game. It was a simple 2D platformer, and it had Rift support. And suddenly he's taken this like that genre, which is pretty standard. Like people still doing cool new things to it, but it's a standard genre. And what he's done, he's built the whole level in a sphere, and your head is in the middle of the sphere with the Rift on. So you can look around and see, all right, I need to get up to there, and you're looking up and behind you, going, all right, plotting out how I can do this. And I found it to be just absolutely amazing what that's done for such a like simple genre. And that's why, like, seeing this, like going back to Quake 2, and being able to play that and like look around the place yourself, it's such an interesting concept. The whole reason I got the Rift, I pre-ordered a Rift, was purely because of that indie game and going, holy shit, this has changed this up so much. It is so much more immersive, and this is a 2D platformer.
Yeah. No.
Like, what are they going to do when they start building like AAA titles around the Rift? It's going to be insane, I think. Or like when you get the indie titles that can spend purely building something for the Rift and, doing something really innovative there, I think it's going to be so exciting.
The thing with like virtual reality though, like I don't really play video games to kind of look at something that looks realistic. Like it's nice, don't get me wrong. Like when I play The Witcher 2, I'm like, oh yeah, that's good. I'm glad they have like it looks that good. But I'm not always like pressing for it. I'm not always like, oh man, if this looks like real life, that'd be so awesome. I'm like, oh yeah, as long as the gameplay is good. Like I'd rather that a lot more.
But that's the thing, is people are actually making gameplay around this feature.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I just like using controller. I don't really like moving around when I play video games. I don't know. I kind of like to sit down and look at a screen.
Yeah, fair enough.
Unless I'm like doing something like Euro Truck Simulator with Alex, then I'm all for VR. Bring it on.
Can you see the use of it, even in something as simple as racing games, being able to look over your shoulder to
Oh
see?
yeah,
what's
no
on it?
doubt.
Yes.
No doubt. I can see the use. I can see how it could be entertaining, but I don't see how it could be like entertaining in the long run. To me, kind of, it's still a lot better than like Wii remotes, but it's kind of in the same vein for me. It's like, yeah.
I reckon it will. I don't reckon it will replace monitors or whatever. Kind of like with the motion controls and stuff, like Wii emotes and like the Razer thingies and like the PlayStation Move stuff. I don't reckon it'll replace it. like replace normal monitors and that, but I reckon it'll be really cool, and I reckon it'll develop a lot in the future. So I'm excited to see what they have planned, really.
Yeah, I don't know. For now, I'll probably just stick to playing like games without any virtual reality. To me, it's just not really like worth the $350 investment.
I want to try it for Skyrim. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would.
I like the controls.
You're so not sold.
I'm a little
I'm
bit
not
broke.
sold. It's just it's cool, but it's not like anything that I go, wow, that is absolutely incredible.
I was like sold from the start. I was like, hell yeah, until I heard about all the motion sickness stuff, and I'm like, oh god, I get really, really bad like travel sickness. I imagine the motion sickness would be like a million times worse. So I'm like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait till like the full release. I'm not gonna get the dev kit. Just mainly because I don't want to pay for a product that will make me throw up.
The thing that sold me on this dev kit, this is the one just before the consumer release. So the specs and everything are meant to be the same as what it's going to be on release. It's mostly going to be like aesthetics and stuff that they're going to change drastically.
Okay.
It's still like
Sweet.
it's still not going to be quite be the same, and they've had a lot of software issues apparently with this this release. So, but like at least that's the software issues. Apparently, the screen and everything is mind-blowingly better, having full 1080.
Sweet. I'd so get it eventually. When I have money one day.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, also, like the thing with like, I'm just gonna go straight from like the front page of Steam. But the thing is, like, I kind of look at some games and I think, would an Oculus Rift work with this? And most of them, I just think, no, I don't think it would. Like, Papers, Please, obviously not. Street Fighter, no way. Assassin's Creed Unity,
That'd be awesome.
I don't think so. No, but I don't think it would work. Like, it'd be pretty damn hard to pull off to make it still like really entertaining and like work well with the game.
It'd be scary as fuck, and all those kicks and stuff thrown at your face.
Oh my god. Yeah. But like,
We going nuts.
Just come
it would...
into a total noob comes into Street Fighter, puts on their Oculus Rift. Okay, what am I doing? Oh my god!
It'd probably make for like
Why are
an
you
awful
punching
Let's
me?
Play series, because like the people watching on the monitor wouldn't be able to like see anything, because like it would be moving around so fast. It'd just be like.
But then there's something like simulators. Like, you know, I'm not really into that trend at the moment, but even those, like the Oculus works very well for those. But then again, something like an FPS, I cannot see it working, because it really requires a lot of like twitch shooting, and if you're moving your head, then you're also moving the gun, and I don't know.
That does. I don't understand how that would work. I'm with you there.
I don't think it would work.
But there are a lot of things that I think is going to be so. I cannot wait.
Yay.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Before I forget, we got to get this game, all of us. It's called Mount Your Friends.
Yes. We have
it's so
to.
good.
I saw it the other day and I was like, my god, this looks...
We should.
Is it still on special? It was like $5 the other day. Wasn't
It's
it?
always $5. That's the
Oh,
best
is that
thing.
the price?
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks so good. I was watching some... I think it was... I don't know actually who it was, but I was watching like
Thanks.
someone play it and I was just
Nick's
like...
had a video just go up recently that was pretty freaking hilarious.
I don't know. I
My
was just...
girlfriend were in tears watching that.
I wasn't in tears, but I was like, oh, this looks like so much fun just playing it with you lot.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we should...
We should play it after the podcast. Let's all buy it. Play it after the podcast.
Well, if everyone wants to buy it, then I'll buy it. But
I bought it.
I'll add it to my list of things to buy. I don't have the money for it.
Done.
But
Yeah,
I'll
already
add it to my list
done.
of things
You have to
to
buy
buy.
it now.
I don't know if I have any money, actually. I know I do have money, but I don't know if I have money to spend. Let me check.
Fine.
I always
get
have
fellas
money to
join the Cool
spend.
Kids Club and play this game. And yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
is Beatnik gonna get it? Because
Oh yeah. I was on the edge of
Beatnik
getting it
gets
as it
sure
was.
big.
Beatnik playing this would be hilarious.
Well, you get it. Tom get it. We'll all get it.
I'll pick it up when I have some money.
Oh,
Aw.
well, it just got really sad.
Well, I don't have any cash at the moment. It's not really like it's sad. It's just I purely don't have any cash at the moment.
It's
I'll
just
pick
like
it up after.
Just
Everyone's
the way
like,
the answer
I'm-
is like, hold you I can, guys.
Well, normally I'm the one that's saying, buy this. And then everyone's just like, okie dokie. And then, like, yeah. But with regards to VR, I'm going to invest in it once we get holodecks. Simple. once we get the holodeck, I'm not dying until we get holodecks either. By the way.
Okay.
You're supposed to be dead, sir. Nope, I'm still alive. No
Yeah.
holodeck, no death.
Alright,
The holodeck arrives, just play it, then just die in the holodeck, then turn into an artificial intelligence, then infest the system, then turn into HAL 9000, kill everyone on the ship.
I cannot do
Reveal
that.
their plans. I cannot let you do that, Beatnik.
It's like my
system, man.
I put stickers on my Blue Yeti so it looks like a HAL 9000 with a mustache and crown.
I love that picture.
Yeah. So
Mine looks
beautiful.
like a dick. It's got like a
It's all pink.
it's got like foam on it, and it just
That's
just
so
looks
white
like a
stuff
dick.
sometimes.
Like,
Tom,
Only,
you look
only when I
at
rub it
fluids.
vigorously.
Ugh.
Are you looking at your penis, Tom?
What the
Yes.
hell just happened with this podcast?
Yeah. It went in a completely different direction.
Alright, do we need a new topic?
Actually, did it? Our
Maybe.
podcasts have gotten pretty like this before.
Yeah, it's got like
I
now.
the podcast being ridiculous.
Yeah, now because
It's
like
not
we
fair.
haven't bothered keeping it on track, it's just going to be like this every time. It's going to be like randomly talking about penises, periods, erections, all of that. You don't want to hear about periods, but I don't want to hear about all your surprise erections. So it's a two-way street, Tom.
Come on, what's not to like about that?
Man, surprise erections are a lot different, alright? Surprise erection. never
Are
hurt-
they? Are they really?
surprise
they really,
erections never
Tom?
hurt anybody. Oh, did they?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Let's not go there. We should
Alright.
just draw the line there.
Podcast gets
We need a new topic.
Yeah.
Bad. So, there is a Resident Evil remake set for early 2015. What do you guys think about remakes?
Yay.
I love the idea of Resident Evil getting more remakes because I fucking adore Resident Evil.
That would make me really
Yes.
happy.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at the article now, and I love that they've actually put a spelling mistake in it. It's like, available on the current and last gen Xbox and PlayStation systems.
I did see
Yes.
that.
Xbox doesn't have an en on the end of it. Xboxen, go.
I love my
Oops.
Xboxen one.
Oh, jeez.
I have the Xboxen 360 too. It's really
Yeah.
cool.
Xboxen own.
I love my PlayStation.
I can see why people don't like remakes, but I'm not too much. I think they're pretty good. Like, I wouldn't have been able to play Metal Gear Solid easily without remakes, so good on them. Like, it's
Yeah.
really more for people who didn't play the games or can't bother playing
Which
it on
one?
their
did you
PS.
And
get? Which
it's-
remake? Oh, Peace
it's-
Walker.
Especially
Peace
because
Walker,
the like the
2,
original
1, and 3.
especially because like it was like made so long ago, it'd be really cool to have like, you know, a like, you know, have a remake like a decade or so later. So
It's good that it looks like all the
It's
textures
chill.
and that are upscaled and it looks just a lot better. Like even
Yeah,
like,
and-
all the Metal Gear Solid games now look really good. Like they
We can't talk about Resident Evil Metal Gear Solid. We should make a separate
like,
podcast just for me and Tom.
you
Probably just
should
like
go do that.
you were just crapping on for 3 hours.
The,
Man,
the
that
Medical
was so
Gear
cool.
Polo, the
But
Metal Gear podcast.
I reckon like Resident Evil just went as it kept on going along. Like the original was like fantastic, and then it just got worse and worse.
No,
and
it
then you
didn't.
have Resident Evil 5, and that made me
You s-
want to
you s-
stab
okay,
myself.
Here we go.
I hated Resident Evil
from
5.
a proper Resident Evil fan, you cannot say that Resident Evil got bad progressively. It was fucking astonishing up until 4. And at 4 it started going bad.
Wait, I thought
Yeah,
4
but
was
like that's why like the earlier
was
ones
kinda
are the
Wait, you think
best
4 was
ones.
bad?
I hated
I didn't
5.
really like 4.
5
There's
made
no
me
zombies.
That was
Five-
perfect.
There's no
Giving
zombies
off,
and there's
like,
so many
over-the-shoulder
cheapness.
third-person
5
game.
Yeah,
wanted
it
me
was just so
like,
cheap.
I wanted to
So
stab
many else is
myself
like-
with 5.
Everyone's
It
still-
it felt so cheap.
Shut up!
Resident Evil 4 just felt so cheap because you know you'd be looking over your shoulder, bang, bang, bang. Oh no, that chainsaw guy that thought I killed isn't dead yet. Chainsawed to death. It's
Yeah,
just-
I
it-
just
it
I
ma-
have extreme disdain for number 5.
Disdain.
I have.
So
I actually enjoyed number 5
I
kind of
hated
because
it.
I just looked at it as a completely different game at that point.
It was an entirely different game. It was.
It's still-
I
I
still
didn't
enjoyed it
get
for
what
what it
I was
was, but it was not a
expecting.
Resident Evil game.
It's
Yeah.
better with
Like-
co-op though. I was playing it by myself, so it was really boring. But when I played
played
it
the
when I
entire
played
game co-op.
co-op, it was a lot better. I was like,
I
oh
didn't
yeah,
have anyone
because
to play with.
because like when you play with the computer's just so boring and they're just so stupid. And then you get an actual
Well, it's
person, and it's like,
designed
wow, this is amazing.
Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6 were pretty much designed for co-op.
Yeah.
Like,
Too
the
bad
th-
if
the
you
thing
don't
is,
have a
with-
co-op partner though.
Yeah.
Sad face.
Well, you can use online.
Yeah.
You can use online.
Oh
Who
god,
wants to
no!
play with
do not do
randoms,
that. That is
though?
a trap.
It's
I
a
worked-
trap.
It worked perfectly fine for me online.
I didn't do it with a
I
random
had
because that just
absolute
went.
knobs to play with online.
Oh,
I got
did
a
that
mate.
for a while until I got onto like hard and veteran and professional level, and then everyone was just like just as good as me. Then I was just like, finally, I found my equals. He can play the game.
Brethren, come here.
Yeah.
Come
Well,
to me.
Until that level, it was pretty much just like, okay, I'm just going to carry another new person all the way through the game. Bang, 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 bang. This is what happens when you're like
It turns into a
pro.
musical.
Yeah, this is what happens when you're very pro at Resident Evil. I'm the second fastest person to complete Resident Evil 5 in the world.
Oh wow, I am so impressed.
Well, the thing is that I see with Resident Evil is number 4 was just bad, but it was sort of introducing the fact that, hey, we're changing the entire game and don't expect Resident Evil anymore. Then Resident Evil 5, because I play Resident Evil 4, I was like, okay, I expect the game to be just action Superman for the entire game, because they already said, hey, I'm changing the entire game. You don't have anything to do with it. Fuck you, fucking fan of Resident Evil. And then Resident Evil 6 came around, and I was just like, right, this just went batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Let's just roll with this for a while.
Well, I prefer the original one, so I'm glad they're making a remake.
Then Resident Evil Revelations come out, and I was like, actually, that's actually kind of Resident Evil Revelations was really fucking good in my opinion, because it kind of
I've
went
heard
back
that,
to the
but I haven't-
roots of scary. It went back to the roots of tight areas, but it also had the over the shoulder. It didn't have the tank controls. It was basically if Resident Evil, like Resident Evil 1 till 3, Outbreak, etc., 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 had over the shoulder controls. That's what Resident Evil Revelations was. Really, really well done.
Yeah, like I didn't have a problem after like I didn't have as much of a problem with Resident Evil 5 after playing it a bit. But at first I was like, what is this crap? This is not Resident Evil, because I didn't play the 4th one. I kind of like skipped that one, and I skipped the 3rd and the 4th one, and I was like, oh, I'll just try this one because it's new. And then I was like, ugh.
See, Resident Evil
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 6, I started off with Leon's campaign, and I thought his campaign was awesome. Like, that
Yeah.
felt more Resident Evil-y than
I
Resident
hate
Evil 5
Leon,
did.
but I love that campaign.
Yeah, his campaign was fantastic.
Nobody likes Leon.
And then you got onto Chris, and suddenly all your
Yeah.
perceptions of it being a good game went out the window.
But then again,
That's actually really true.
when I started playing as Chris, I started with Sherry and Wesker's son to start with, because
Yep.
I really wanted to see Wesker's son, because I'm a big fan of Wesker as a character. And I was like, right, okay, I wonder if they'd done Wesker's son any justice. And I actually kind of enjoyed the Sherry campaign. You know, it was new characters and that, so I didn't have the conception of this should either
What
be
it
a
should
Resident
be.
Evil or this should be a 4 till 5 game. I didn't have the conception of it should be either one of those. It was a fresh game, because it's new characters. And I was just like, okay, right, that can be its own thing. Then I played Leon's, and I was like, oh, this is old Resident Evil. Then I played Chris's, and I was like, yay, I'm Action Man again. Joyous, fucking joyous.
Yep.
I hate
His
that
Yeah.
campaign was terrible. His character as
Oh,
well
did you-
just turned
Did
so
you ever
bad.
play as his partner, X Mission?
What was it? What was his name? Was that Carlo or something?
I don't know what
I was
his
just
name was.
pulling
but I just
random
know
names
that
out of my ass.
if you play as his partner on the last mission, it's just stupid. It's like at that point you're just like, yep, I'm not playing Resident Evil anymore, because you're basically Superman. You're basically playing as Tyrant, basically. because he's basically immortal and he has like a fucking lightning rod for an arm.
Wait, who?
So
does?
yeah. In the last mission of Chris's campaign against the last boss, like Chris's partner gets infected, and if you play as him, you get to play as the infected version of him who has like superpowers.
Wow, that is awesome.
It's shit. It's
Oh.
so shit.
Okay.
The thing is,
You just
I thought it'd
ruined
be
it
awesome.
now.
you just.
I thought it'd be
my
awesome
dreams.
if the attacks felt like they had any momentum. All of the attacks just felt like, right, okay, I'm shooting him with fucking like lightning spears and stuff, but no, he looks like he's just shrugging off these bullets like an M9. It's like, really? All of his attacks felt like they had no power until it came to the QTE sections. And I was like, right, now I've got some strength behind his hit. Wow. So the rest of that fight, like, I wasn't at full power or something, maybe? So I didn't stick my dick in a plug socket early enough, maybe? It's such a bad...
There's just a
such
casual
bad-
thing that happens on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was like. I
Penis
swear
is
he had
before
like
that.
lightning powers and stuff. The thing that made no sense as well is he had lightning powers. They were standing in pools of water. If I remember, I swear he had lightning powers. At least I might be wrong, but I swear it was something like lightning
You've just
powers.
formulated lightning powers out of nowhere.
I'm pretty sure it was lightning powers or something from like a big fucking mutated
Something
arm or something that happened.
ridiculous, anyway.
Yeah, it was stupid, and I was like, wow. The thing was, he carried no strength for his attacks. I was like, so is there any point in me playing apart from Chris? I mean, he's hitting about as hard as Chris. Nah, I'm not going to do this anymore. And then Ada's campaign came, and I was like, nope, I'm done.
Hers
you,
hers
game.
was just annoying with the water sections and stuff.
Yeah.
They were just frustratingly hard.
Yeah, it was like sneak on this level and then become Chris on this level. Then you're Leon on this It's like they took every campaign and was like, right, okay, each level is going to have a snippet of every campaign, and then the last few missions, 3-year-old son, make this game for me, and that's pretty much what they did. And like their 3-year-old son was just, Dad, my game's done. Okay, son, we'll put that in the game. What's this?
It
She gets
sounds-
superpowers, flies, takes down a helicopter, then flies. Yes, we'll do that.
It sounds
So
more
angry about that
like
I
it
just
sounds
realised-
more
oh,
like
sorry.
a 12-year-old boy or something. They're like, oh yeah.
And then
They,
this
like
happens.
he has all these like buddies over, and they're like, yeah, let's shoot lightning out of our arms. Yeah.
The Ada campaign was so bad, though. So bad.
I just
Yeah,
realized
that
you
can
know
go
a game
die.
isn't good when you can't remember any of it.
No,
Like, all I remember
remember
about that
is-
game is Leon's campaign and loving it, and everything else I cannot remember.
I have a weird memory which makes me remember games and stuff, so I can remember a lot of the game, and I remember I hated so much, like, for example, Chris's level where you were fighting an invisible snake.
What?
I honestly can't remember that. Oh, yes, I do remember
Because it was
that.
so traumatic. You're just like, nah, I'm not gonna
I
remember
blocked it
this.
from my memory.
Yeah.
Why did you make me remember this?
Just sits in the corner in fetal position. And they're like, oh no, we broke Beatnik.
Yes.
And then we lost Alex again.
No,
Yeah.
not Alex.
Oh,
No.
no.
Now we're going back.
Oh no.
Ah.
Hello. Oh no. Oh, that idiot. What?
My connection was so fucking bad for some reason. Yes, same. I don't know why.
Maybe because
Yeah.
we're all Aussies and you're.
Nah, because
You're
he's got
Yesterday
that
was
thing
bad
with
on
his
stream.
Internet is racist against English.
Yeah.
Apparently today it is. But yeah, there's a bit where you fight an invisible snake.
Yeah, I
That's
remember
like,
that now that you've mentioned
Yep,
it. It's
now
just
you
like,
remember it,
yeah.
yep.
That fucking snake.
And Ada's bit where the problem was Ada's campaign. It was just generally I'm gonna become everyone's campaign smashed into one, because the last mission was pretty much just Leon's mission. Just
did-
Leon's mission.
One thing I did think that was cool with Ada's campaign, at least, was it did tie up some random loose ends.
yeah.
Like, how was she here and there at the same time? And then it all comes together, and you're like, that was kind of cool, but
That was the most
they'd
beneficial part.
already lost me by that point.
Oh, same. I was just playing it for completionist's sake. So I was just like, right. I mean, that is probably one of the only Resident Evil games that I haven't actually repeated to play it through on higher difficulties and stuff to actually make sure I've done everything on it. I think I completed it once, went onto the raid mode, I think it's called, and
Oh,
I
that
didn't
mode
even
was
complete that.
annoying.
Yeah, I don't think I completed that. I think I got through a couple of missions that I was like, right, I'm done. Fuck this shit.
I've done all I
Fuck
needed.
this entire game.
Goodbye.
Oh no, it wasn't that. No, I don't know. I actually. Oh yeah, I played one raid mode mission because I'm thinking of Resident Evil Revelations, which actually was pretty good, pretty fucking damn good. Resident Evil Revelations has like a mode like where you like have challenge. It's like challenge mode every mission and stuff, and it's pretty cool. Really good. And it has lots of replayability in Resident Evil Revelations because there's like an entirely new mode, like at the end where you just like pretty much play for a modified campaign, and it's really cool. Except, like, you play through a semi-modified campaign, and then at the end you unlock a ghost ship, which is basically the entire ship that the game was based on. You pretty much have free access to the entire ship, and you've got to reach a certain point and then fight a boss and that. And it's really fucking good, really fucking hard as well. But it's level based as well, which didn't really make much sense for a Resident Evil game. So like you'd level up, and as you leveled up, your guns would get better and stuff. And this mission, Ghost Ship, it was cool and badly input. It was cool and bad in the same respect because in Ghost Ship, when you get to the end of Ghost Ship, there was a boss, and if you were level 49 or lower, the boss would die on his first life. If you were level 50, he would come back in super mode and fucking destroy you. The thing was, though, this boss was really, really, really strong to start with. Like, he was so goddamn strong. And he would come back in like super mode and he'd be like, right, I don't stand a chance now because I've already used all my healing items and everything. It was so... I saw people, like, you know, he was killable, of course, because, you know, it's Resident Evil, but you'd have to grind a lot and stuff, and I managed to complete it at, like, I think I was about level 20, and I was playing through with a level 50, and we got to the last boss guy, and he came back in super mode, and this person I was with, because he'd, like, grinded out and got, like, perfect weapons and stuff, was just like, boom, boom, shot, dead. Okay, let's continue. Because he had like a sniper rifle which fired about 50 bullets at a time and had like 1,000,000 damage or something. He just like one shot the last boss. I was like, oh, wow. So that's how powerful you can get. This game's gonna get really boring.
Yeah, it's like once you see that, you're just like, well, I
Yeah.
don't have any desire for this anymore.
Yeah, because like, yeah, there's a massive grind to it. It was really fun the first time, but after one playthrough, it was like, I don't really want to play this mode anymore because it's really, really, really grindy. You have to have like specific weapons for each mission, else you're gonna get fucking slaughtered.
Yeah, that killed it for me. It's like I got mates that play Diablo for the rifts, and all it is grinding for the sake of grinding. There's actually no end point. It's just to get better equipment and do more damage, and get better equipment and do more damage, and yeah.
That's just every MMO though, ever. I mean, I hate grinding. I hate grinding, but I still play Terror, although I have like 4 level 60 characters. It's like, you know.
That's why MMOs generally I'll lose out interest on them. I'll start off loving it, and then
I have like 8 characters in Terror though, so I'm fucking addicted to that game. And 4 of them or so are level 60, which is max. And it's got to the extent that I can just max in like 3 days now.
Is Tom and Colour still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
No.
Yeah.
I zoned out.
Killed him with the Resident Evil chat.
This dude.
Yeah, that's what it's like every time you talk about Metal Gear Solid. I just go, yeah, time to go to sleep now.
Oh, no, I'm not mad.
Both those
I don't
games
care.
I'm opinionated.
Good on you.
I'm opinionated in both those games.
Have a chat, but
You're not allowed to
It's all
have
good.
opinions. This is an opinion-free podcast.
This
Get
is
out.
Reddit, isn't
Yeah, but
yeah.
the point of the podcast is to talk about games. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, no, you guys can't. You can only talk about games I like. And just I don't
I
really
had
have
a,
anything to say about it.
Yeah,
I had a great
if none
example
of
of
us
that.
were allowed to speak our opinions, it would be a very, very short podcast.
True. I had a very fun thing happen to me the other day on Reddit, which was like someone on the our Let's Play Reddit was just like, "Yay, thank you guys! Like you guys are awesome and stuff. Thanks for the support and stuff like that." And they were just like, "I'm not sure if it's allowed to be posted here. If not, I'll remove it and stuff." And then I posted something like, "This is Reddit. There's going to be someone, even if you're being positive, there's going to be someone that's down." No, they put an edit on the bottom. They're like, "I'm not sure why anyone downvoted this, but I don't really care." And that, and like kept their positivity flowing. I was like, "This is Reddit." Actually, I'll get the actual thing and speak amongst yourself for a second. Just getting this up.
Blah 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 blah
How
blah
about that weather?
blah. Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Jeez.
Right. The person was just like, "I just want to say I appreciate this group and you're all pretty awesome. You all have a great evening." And edit. Surprised this got downvoted as much as it did. What the hell? And I was just like, this is Reddit. Come expecting downvotes for anything, especially jokes, opinions, and being nice. You know, Reddit's a fucked up place.
Yeah.
And literally, like the first reply I got was like, "Your point has been proven by your downvotes. Anonymity is a problem."
Yeah.
I was generally like downvoted like -1. I was like,
Ooh.
wow.
That
It's like-
stings.
I don't really give a shit about downvotes. I find it hilarious.
Not my
especially when-
karma.
Yeah.
My
I
glorious
find it really
karma.
funny when people are just like, "Oh my god, let's downvote that person because they're different to us," or "Let's downvote that person because it's Reddit."
That's what Hitler did. We
Yeah, I
all
was
know
like-
what
I was like,
happened
oh my
there.
God. Reddit makes me laugh so much, and it's like, okay, you can downvote me, but I just looked at my profile and I'm sitting at 813 comment karma, so I'm guessing it's not going to go down that fast. Downvote me all you want.
And then it becomes like a negative, like 800 all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's like everyone that sees this video is just like, share it to their friends, downvote this guy.
Yeah.
I love it how
I
like
don't give a shit.
I love it how people like from Reddit will just go on your video and then just like dislike it. It's like, yeah, told that guy.
Yeah.
Without even like watching it, they're
Behind
just like,
enemy.
fuck that guy. Like my most recent video has 2 dislikes. It's all from Reddit, and otherwise it's like perfect like ratio. I'm like, fuck you bastards.
I
Fuck
noticed
you
I've
all.
stopped posting my videos anywhere on Reddit, and I've not had any of that downvotes.
You can post it.
Hilarious.
If you post it to gaming, it's not like you're ruining any of the other content there. It's all pretty shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not.
gaming is
There's
just a
nothing
massive
to
subject.
ruin.
It's just like, duh, games aren't real.
Yeah.
Like, really,
How can
like,
games
come
be real if our eyes aren't real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jaden Smith, woo!
And
Oh,
then
our
it's just
gaming.
I do not go on Reddit enough, apparently.
occasionally
our
it
gaming
has,
is
like,
just
some.
how.
It's
Yeah,
all-
I
right.
ditched that a very long time ago.
Okay, I'm looking at our gaming. Let's because we haven't got many. We've only got
I
like
just
2
want to take
topics
this moment
left.
to say
or so.
hello to
have
our
one.
podcast
We've
watchers
got-
from our gaming.
Yeah, we've got only a few topics left or so. I've got one. There's one on the thing, and there's another thing on there, and there's a good other few things. But quickly, I want to go to our gaming and display their idiocy. Right, first thing, video game armor logic is a picture of a woman in no armor with arrows in her boobs and stuff like that, because that's
And
where the armor
her
is.
down there, her no zone.
I mean, that's not that bad for our gaming, right?
Yeah, that's actually like the decent post for once.
Nah, it's still pretty awful.
Not as bad as the rest of them.
Nah, that's one of the worst stuff. Like, video game logic is always bad. It's like, oh, it's not exactly like real life. Well, then it's fucking stupid. It's like, of course it is. It's a fucking
I
video
like
game.
posts like that, but like I see where you're coming from. I just like the little images and like cartoons and stuff. But no, I do get your point.
Nah, it's people just like they just upvote stuff that isn't good, like rather than content.
They just upvote whatever. It's like that on
No,
the
yeah.
Rage Comics one.
They'll upvote whatever looks funny. Like, for example, let's see, how old is this post? Okay, there's a post which is 20 hours old, yeah? It is on our gaming for some godforsaken reason, which is someone has posted a screenshot done on probably their phone or something of their TV screen, which is a picture of Dark Souls 1, which one of the common things which used to happen in Dark Souls was people would do things like write write markings saying amazing chest ahead. They'd do it in front of the shirtless blacksmith, and they do it in front of Guinevere, the giant big-breasted lady. And this is a very, very common known thing in the Dark Souls community and stuff, because it happens literally everywhere, and it's an overdone joke. Now,
Along
just
with
looking at our
junk
gaming,
here.
yeah, and someone has posted a picture saying, some people are really clever, and it's, again, a picture of amazing chest ahead, and it's in front of Guinevere. It's like, so 20 hours ago that was, and it has 1,585 upvotes.
Oh.
It's a really old joke, our gaming. You're fucking idiots if you didn't know that.
These are some of my favorite posts, but when people like post stuff of like, you know, they're cosplaying and stuff, like someone uploaded their Halo ODST photo shoot, it's actually really cool.
Yeah.
That like stuff, like original content and that, like, they don't often have a lot of good original content, or they don't have like any original content ever, but when they do, it's always awesome.
They do have some good things in there. For example, I just saw one for Dark Souls 2, and this was actually a new one, but I get really pissed off when people like post old Dark Souls like sort of things. It's like, yeah, the chest ahead thing has been in Dark Souls 1 for ages, but someone posted a thing for Dark Souls 2, and someone had put a marking again down behind a dead enemy, like that's hanging off a cliff, and it says above visions of rear, and if you look up you can see their bum. That's quite funny.
Yeah.
But it's like when people like, it's like how much in the past do you have to live to like find something in Dark Souls 1, for fuck's sake? Dark Souls 2 is here. Move over.
Sometimes, like, they have really good, like, you know, pics of, like, you know, the tattoos or whatever. And I just looked at one, and they just have a full sleeve, and I'm like, ooh, the line work in this is amazing. Straight
They
away,
do have
I'm
some
like,
good stuff,
it's
but
cool.
there's so much trash on that stuff.
Yeah.
Reddit gaming really
Get
sucks.
those hidden gems.
It's seriously the worst fucking thing. You're better off going to like the individual subreddit for each individual game rather than gaming. Because gaming is just full of morons. Like, it's because it's a default subreddit, and they just go on there like, oh, this is funny. Oh, this is informative. No. But occasionally something does rise to the top, which is good, but most of the time it's just something like video game logic, which isn't funny at all. It's just like
I think
obvious.
I'm looking at that sleeve that you're looking at, that you were talking about.
Yeah.
It looks cool, but I don't think it was very good, in my opinion.
It's
the Mario Brothers look way too high detailed.
Better on a lot of the
Yeah.
It's better than going on bad tattoos. The line work's pretty good. It's pretty solid.
God.
Like, you wouldn't need a cover.
The artwork is very good, but it just looks very. I don't know. The Mario Brothers look way too realistic, and Kratos just really looks way too old. He looks like Professor fucking Xavier.
It's not
He does.
that bad.
No, he does look like Professor Xavier.
Yeah, he looks
Okay,
old.
let's take a look-see. Yeah, he did look old, but I didn't associate him with Professor Xavier.
And also, Sonic does look like he's taken a lot of weed. Look how red those eyes are.
Yeah, but, well, he's on mushrooms 24/7, so really...
Sonic is the ring collector, not Mario. And people can't argue with me and say that you can't do white on tattoos, because below that there is a Mario which has white on his eyes. That Sonic's just not.
Okay, he doesn't look like Professor Xavier, but he
does.
looks like some old
I've
person. I can't put my finger on it, but
when I first saw it, at
mean.
like sort of the first angle of it, I thought it was Agent 47 from Hitman.
Oh, that's where it's from. Yeah, because I was like, he looks like someone, but not Professor Xavier.
Yeah.
I don't reckon.
Alright,
Then I noticed the beard.
we should probably move on to another topic.
But yeah, let's stop judging this person's
Same.
permanent tattoo sleeve that they're gonna have for the rest of their lives.
So, Evolve
If they're happy with it, who
has been
cares?
pushed back to a February release. Nick, why don't you tell us a little bit about Evolve? I'm not too familiar.
Oh, really? It's the original team that did the first Left 4 Dead game.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's this new game. It's asymmetrical play. So you have one person that plays as a monster, and the rest will play as the people hunting the monster, or being hunted by the monster. And it's just, the monster's got to try and kill everyone, and everyone's got to try and kill the monster. But the monster can eat smaller things and get more powerful. And the games, the trailers and everything, the gameplay looks amazing. And what I heard from it at E3 was it looks and plays as good as it seems to. But yeah, so this was meant to be coming out this year, and they've just announced that they've pushed it back until February next year, is it?
Yes.
February. So it's coming out, they pushed it back a few months.
People get
I think
I
I put it in here just to sort of get everyone's thoughts on when people push it back, considering you see other things like Assassin's Creed or Battlefield, for instance, which seem to have their schedule and they'll put it out regardless of whether it seems to be finished. It'll be out there, bugs and all.
Yeah, people get really upset when they delay games. Like GTA 5 got delayed by a year or something. Or something, maybe 8 months. It was ridiculous. But really, if it needs it, it needs it. And the devs know that a lot more than you do as a consumer who hasn't even played it. So delay it all you want. Maybe don't go to the length of Duke Nukem, but just keep, if you're gonna delay it and if it needs a bit more effort, go ahead. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
I just want to quickly double check something. Why the fuck is there 6 people in the topic list?
What do you mean?
Oh yeah,
There's 6 people.
Oh,
All anonymous apart from Joe Namath here.
I
I'm
have
Joe
no
Namath.
idea.
Joe Namath.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know, maybe because my Firefox stuffed up a million times and I had to restart it. Maybe it's me.
That would probably be it then.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to change it, so don't worry.
Okay, just for a double check.
Just random people looking at our topic
random
list.
people might have found a
Yeah.
way in.
Oh, we gotta hide now.
But with Evolve, I was watching the Daily Bite the other day, and they were talking about it, and they brought up a very good point in the fact that maybe they're delaying it to make polish. Maybe they're delaying it to get a better release window, so they're not competing with a lot of other bigger names.
Yeah,
Because
sure,
That's
maybe.
a fair
If
call.
if they released it when they released it, they would have been Call of Duty, Madden, and all that other shit. When they're
yeah.
releasing it, there is literally nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's an interesting call that I had not thought of.
After Christmas, there is a massive lull of nothing. So, you know.
But at the same time, it's Christmas. People are spending a lot of money anyway. It's just another thing on people's Christmas lists.
That's
So
true.
Yeah, but if it's not January, it's February though. So by February, you've recovered. And then
but
you're
people are
dropping
probably
more
going to be
money.
less likely to. I would have thought people would be less likely to buy games around then,
Yeah.
because they're recovering from Christmas and the amount of money they had to spend for that.
Yeah,
don't
people
know.
go,
I don't know
I want
many
this
games
game,
to
but
spend on.
I just had Christmas and I just got all these other games, I'm not going to buy it now. But then again, I don't think it's right to just think that everyone is so righteous in delaying video games. They're not just doing it, they're probably doing it more than just... they probably have some ulterior motive, or they might, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's a fair call.
Then again, I think The Witcher 3 got delayed, and that totally... Well, I'm pretty sure that needs it, because that seems like it's that release is kind of coming up pretty quickly. It's it might not be done yet, and as long as they get it done, that's all good. Just make sure it's good. I want to play a game that is relatively bug free, and that is still more than playable. Just put as much polish as you can into it. But that game's going to be dope. Cannot wait.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yay.
Well, Alex is gone with his topic.
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fully gone now.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we should just go into our final topic thing. Beatnik, what have you been playing over the past week?
Past week. What have I been playing? Screen Sheet.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Probably the main one I've played.
We love Screen Sheet. It's
So
so
much.
good.
Game is
Buy it
so
now. Buy
Yes.
all of it.
Such an innovative concept, hey?
I
Well,
like the
going
concept.
off of
This is
Like-
not paid product placement.
No,
at
this
all.
is just love.
This
for the game.
actually isn't. Yeah, we actually do love the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll try and sort out stuff with Alex. You guys just keep going.
Alright.
Okay.
Aside from that, I've been trying to try out the new Titanfall DLC, but I've been really disappointed
There
to
we
find
go.
that there is
There you
no one in Australia playing the game for the DLC.
Mm.
Pretty much. I got
Oh.
the first round I've ever had was tonight, and that was with 4 people.
This is
And
Titanfall.
that was after waiting for 15 minutes
Ah,
or so.
Wait,
So that's been pretty disappointing.
wait, what game was this?
Oh
Sorry?
yeah.
I missed it.
Titanfall.
Yeah, man, Titanfall was fun, like the beta that I played, but it's just I really wish it was just there was something more. It lacked. I don't know what it lacked, but it just lacked like something that I just found elsewhere. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just go play a different FPS. Like it's just
Really?
yeah.
I thought it's the best FPS I've played in ages.
Oh no, it was fun.
The rocket jumping just added so much on your standard Call of Duty or Battlefield games.
Yeah.
And yeah, the fact that it's died off so much in Australia, at least, is so disappointing.
Yeah,
But-
I don't know. People are kind of sick of it, which is a bit of a shame. I've heard that it was because of the customization. Maybe the weapons weren't different enough, but I haven't played the full game, so I'm not too sure.
The full game's got a fair bit, and I don't know. I think people got sick of the regen system they had. Although I'm not sure what it is different to Prestige in Call of Duty, but essentially you hit the level cap of level 50, and then you regenerate and you just start from scratch again.
Yeah,
Like, that
same
is
as
it.
that.
All you get is they give you experience boost to get back to level 50 again, and you just get a little tag next to your name saying you are this level.
Nah, Call of Duty does that too, but in the past few games they've kind of changed it up. Like you can like have games forever. Guns forever, games forever, and so as you prestige, you still get the new logo or whatever, but you also get the unlocked guns, and as you go along, you can unlock every single gun and every single perk and all that, which was
yeah.
it was a bit of a spin on what they usually do, and I thought that was pretty good. But yeah,
Aside from that, I've been playing the new DLC for what's it called? Trials Fusion.
oh yeah, you love your trials.
I
Hate
love
you.
my Trials.
Hate
And-
you.
I'm currently going through
Fuck
and
you.
getting all my golds on the original hard levels, which I'm up
Alex.
to the last 2, I think. Which I've slowly been getting through before the podcast started. And yeah, I'm very close to getting all my golds on that, which I'm very happy about.
Yay.
Well done.
But
Good
yeah.
job.
Anyway, so
Sometimes
Alex,
it's really
Well
hard
done,
to get
Nick.
them golds.
Oh yeah.
It's always hard admitting that's always the first step.
What?
Wait, what?
We're not at AA? Oh shit.
Oh.
That was me last week. Come on, catch up.
Yeah. Hi,
Trials and
Beatnik. Hi, Alex. Hi, Tom.
Hello, Carlos. You seem to be stuck in a very slow talking voice today.
Maybe because my brain's been damaged by alcohol.
Maybe.
Yeah, it just took a dark turn just then.
Wow. It's always. I've just come. I just reconnected to the chat. In the first few minutes or so of me reconnecting, it has to go dark.
Yeah. Well, only on the JunkCast.
Yeah.
So Alex, what have you been playing over the past week?
What have I been playing over the past week? Let's see. I've been playing Torchlight 2. I've been playing a lot of that on my stream.
That's a good game. Very good.
It is a fucking good game.
If we have
Problem I
time, we
find
should...
is I can't seem to spec properly on it. Like, I play a Berserker, I think it is. You know, the person that has, like, the punching claws and stuff. But my character doesn't seem to be able to do damage in any respect of the word. But a friend of mine just, like, is playing, like, another class I don't know. I've only started playing Torchlight since they've introduced me to it. I had it, but I never played it. But, like, I haven't really played enough. And, like, they're just, like... He's just there doing like 1,000 damage and stuff, and there I am, just like as the character who's supposed to be doing tons of damage, doing like 200 and 400. I'm just like, wow, I feel so underpowered, and I don't know why, because I've like pretty much put everything into strength and everything into dexterity.
that's the kind of bad thing about like games like or RPGs or MMORPGs. Like you're never sure if you're specking correctly or getting like all your attributes or whatever in the right spot. And in the end, it just becomes like kind of like a contest who gets like the best specking, and it's just kind of shit in that respect.
You have to kind of restart the entire game as well if you want to respec. It's like, right, I understand how the character goes. Now that I played to level 100, I can restart my character and play them correctly so they can actually play right. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. No, I hate that, but it's kind of needed, but at the same time, I'd like a system where it just kind of works like in so many different ways that it doesn't really matter which way you spec it. It just kind of changes up the gameplay for you. And I think Guild Wars 2 tried to do that a little bit.
I really want to play some more Guild Wars 2. I might do that, actually.
We should.
So, wrote you on?
One of the American ones.
Okay.
Me too. We should all play. I'm jonesing for some Guild Wars 2,
I think I might stream some of it. I'm a very, very low level, I thought I'd say. And also, I think all of my characters are Ashuran.
I think you get a boost to level 20 if you counts 1 year old.
Oh, fair enough. Mine's not that old.
I
got it quite late in the day. I got it when Heroic Edition became a thing.
But yeah, we should all play.
I got given a fucking super badass like spectral armor or whatever to start my character out with.
Cool.
Like it's a skin, but still, it's like, yeah, I look fucking badass.
Guild Wars 2 is cool, but at the same time, I don't like the art style. I just like I
love the art style.
Yeah, but do you like anime, like that kind of terror? Yeah, you like terror in that.
Yeah, terror.
Like, I'm more into like the kind of cartoony look of something like World of Warcraft, but doesn't mean that I don't like the game. The game is still.
You'd like Owl Sword, maybe. That's quite cartoony.
Yeah,
it's a 2D brawler thing.
Yeah, we should definitely play some Guild Wars 2 sometime.
You should. I've been playing Terraria. I played some Terraria on the stream last night. That was very strange. We basically all of us just played like our highest characters, mined straight to house, fought the last boss, and then got fucked over because, hard mode pretty much started immediately, and we didn't have anything like a house or anything. We're just like, all right, mine straight down, fight the wall of flesh, turn it to hard mode, and we just got fucked over straight away. Been playing Mega White Punch. I don't know if you saw that on the stream. I don't know if I was playing that when you jumped on. Mega White Punch, for those that don't know, is effectively the closest, apart from Brawlhalla, which is fucking wonderful, and me and Pete still need to play that. Apart from Brawlhalla, it is one of the only games that I can think of which is basically PC Super Smash Brothers Brawl or Melee or whatever. It's Super Smash Brothers on the PC, but you make robots. You like customize your robot and stuff. Like by defeating other robots, you can take their parts and make your robot better. And it's so fucking fun. It's so awesome. My character like pretty much like looks like a dragonfly because it has like big metal wings and a machine gun arm, and it's just it's so fucking fun. I've been playing more Prison Architect as normal because I like to play prisons. And last night I tried to make a Fight Club last
I saw that. My Twitter was spammed with that a bit, and I was like, "What? Fight Club? What?"
My thing was really fucked up. OBS really fucked up last night. But I was like playing that, and it was like I tried to download a map which had like 500 prisoners, and I was going to block them all in and make them all fight. But the problem is, it takes really long for people to start rioting, and also apparently armed guards can shut a riot down like that. They were really pissed off, but they were just getting shot, so they were stopping immediately. So I stopped that.
Well, just get rid of the armed guards. Get rid of all of the guards. And then
I would have done that, but I think you have to keep one.
Just have one, and then they end up getting like murdered or something.
The problem is the armed guards just, they have guns. They just fire straight off.
Well,
but I've been playing Sonic Generations. Sonic Generations is a really cool game. I really want to play some more of that. But again, it's the problem of my stick won't push forward, so I have to use the D-pad, and it's like, oh my god. It feels like I'm playing old Sonic again. And apart from that, I've been playing The Wonderful End of the World.
The Wonderful End of the World.
Yes. It's by one of my favourite developers, the same guy that did Drunken Robot Pornography, and...
What?
Yeah.
I've
Sounds like
never
that
heard
kind
of this
game.
game.
Yeah, Beatnik's
He made-
reaction.
He made Drunken Robot Pornography, A Reckless Disregard for Gravity, for the Awesome, Monster Loves You, and A Wonderful End of the World. I think that's all of his games so far. It's Dejaban Games. Fucking awesome game, people.
Link me
And-
afterwards, because this sounds interesting.
What, Drunken Robot Pornography has literally nothing. Well, the only thing it has to do with Drunken Robot Pornography is all of his songs, all of his games have really fucking weird intro songs. Like, for example, A Wonderful End of the World. The song in the intro basically overshadows the entire plot in song form. Like it talks about the girl who summoned in A Wonderful End of the World, you're basically a sentient being that can just attract stuff to you. Kind of like, imagine if Katamari Damacy was, instead of rolling things up into a ball, you're attracting it onto your person to grow bigger. That's effectively A Wonderful End of the World. And yeah, you attract stuff onto your body to make yourself grow bigger and just go absorbing cities and stuff like that. Because the world is ending, and you have to save all the wonderful things in the world, which includes things like cars and people and dogs and Sasquatch. Sasquatch is a thing. It's like dinosaurs as well. Because for some reason, one of the levels, like, there's a dinosaur just walking around a city casually.
Wait, so what you're telling me is this drunken robot pornography does not have any drunken robot pornography in it?
Oh no, that was a wonderful end. That was the wonderful end of the world. Drunken Robot Pornography is a Twitch arena shooter, which basically your main character owns a bar, and he owns a bar, and it's in the future, so every sort of employee and stuff are robots. And one day, he has a party, and his robots get drunk, so he makes a Drunken Robot Pornography, of course, and
Of course.
the problem is with drunken robots is they go crazy, and then his drunken robots start attacking the city. So he's got to go take it on his drunken robots while drinking as many martinis as he can. The thing is, you kind of realize really fast how big his bar must have been, because his robots that used to serve him, like used to be his waiters and barmaids and stuff like that in his bar, are really, really, really big. Like Empire State-sized big.
Okay.
And yeah, you spend the entire game destroying your robot employees that got drunk pornography and then escaped while drinking martinis.
Well, there you
Of
go.
course, yeah.
And,
So what style game is this?
That's a Twitch-based arena shooter.
Arena shooter.
That one's a
okay.
Twitch-based arena shooter. The Wonderful End of the World is basically Katamari Damacy, except you absorb it into your own person. Monster Loves You.
That's all you had to say. It's basically Katamari Damacy. Hell yes, I'm sold.
Monster Loves You is a interactive novel where like your choices dictate what the story goes and how the story goes, and like you can like advance your character in different ways depending on what you do and stuff. It's really Monster Loves You is a really, really cool idea. It's very strange as well, but it's not nowhere near as strange as Wonderful End of the World or Drunken Robot Pornography. And then there's A Reckless Disregard for Gravity and for Awesome, which is a game. The first one is about free falling, and like free falling is a big televised thing, and everyone loves free falling and jumping off things through sky cities and flying through sky cities, free falling,
Okay.
and kissing buildings and flipping off people that protest against you and like blowing kisses to your fans. And then the second one
Just
is
like real
all
life.
about
yeah.
the second one. It's now been illegalized to do free falling, but your guy says fuck the police and just goes free falling anyway, and does the same, flipping off people and flying through flying skyscrapers and stuff like that,
Of course.
and blowing kisses to his fans and stuff like that. That one,
Yeah.
both those are basically score attack games, and they're all so good.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
So fucking strange.
Colors, what have you been playing over the past week?
Screen cheat and some more screen cheat. And that's and Trials Fusion, and that's about it for me. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, cool.
So yeah,
You should elaborate on what you've been playing a bit more, like I do.
Yeah.
None
but
of you are
like,
so much.
I don't want to be talking about the game for an hour, and Beatnik already said he was playing these exact games, so
Oh, I wasn't here because
there's not much to add.
The chat killed me, so I didn't know.
Well, I'll kill
Sorry.
you.
I'm sorry,
Hey,
fellas.
hey.
It's getting violent in
Colors is
here.
getting
Yeah.
full on again.
Yeah,
Please
like
don't
last
kill me.
time. You
I beg
you
you,
cross me
senpai.
again, I will end you.
Senpai, please no kill. Please no kill, senpai.
Okay.
I've taken to calling everyone senpai this week.
Senpai. I always go, senpai, please notice me, senpai. Whenever someone doesn't reply to me and I'm like talking to them and they totally zone out, I'm like, senpai, please notice me, senpai.
I've been trying to piss off my friend T by like every time he streams, I just like join. I'm just like, senpai, do this. Senpai, do that. Senpai is failing. No, senpai. Don't fail, senpai. And he's just... I don't think he gets it.
You wonderful person.
I am wonderful.
Anywho,
I am the
Tom.
wonderful end of the world.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, I was like, yeah, what's Tom been playing? What does
What?
Tom do? Tom, what
Tom's
you
fallen
playing?
asleep.
Yeah. I'm quite tired. I've been playing Vertical Drop Heroes, which is kind of an interesting roguelike game. It's got a few problems, but overall it's probably worth it. It's pretty good fun. Pretty much the aim of the game is to drop down into further levels, and as you go down you unlock new abilities, and every time you die you have to choose a new hero, similar to...
Yeah, you
Rogue
expanded
Leagues.
on it.
And...
Last week you discussed that and you didn't expand upon it. You just say, I've been playing heroes. That's
Oh, well, I'm working on a review, so I was kind of gonna, like, do that last week.
holding back your review material.
Yeah.
You don't want it on the stream.
But yeah,
Everyone, come to Tom if you want to know what Vertical Drop Heroes is about.
I've been playing
should.
Verdun, which is kind of a... Oh, well, not kind of a... It's a World War One shooter, which is kind of fun. It's sort of in the same vein as something like Insurgency or Red Orchestra 2. So yeah, that's really good fun.
Fact, you get shot once and die.
Yeah, and it's just kind of meant to be a lot more realistic than, say, your Battlefield or your Call of Duty, which I enjoy.
Yeah, where you eat dirt to survive.
Yeah.
Ramirez, jump on that ground and eat that dirt.
I've been playing Guild Wars 2 a little bit, not too much.
What?
I haven't been playing much at all. I've played maybe an hour, but I've just been trying to
Senpai.
get back into it.
Senpai, you missed me. Senpai, you should have said, and I should have joined Senpai.
My bad.
Tom's just like, I'll just take this.
But yeah, Guild Wars 2 is pretty good. I don't know, it's weird, because like, I was playing it today, and I just came across like a world boss, and I accidentally got killed by it, because I didn't quite know what it was, because it's been a while since I played. And then like a whole bunch of different people like came and like helped me out, and we were all like fighting this giant worm coming out of the ground. I was like, damn, this game's cool. Like,
That was what made that game awesome. Was
Yeah.
those massive events that would happen, and suddenly everyone's all in. You got no idea who these people are, and just yep, we
but
got
the
this.
thing is, like, it's not like I'm trying to just grind out to 90 like I do with other MMOs, like, or 80, sorry. Instead, I'm like kind of just, I want to go into adventure. I just want to go on to like different parts of the world and just take a look at them. I just want to, well, I just really want to
game's
do
that?
the Guild Wars 2.
Ah.
Like,
The cap is 80?
yeah.
Holy shit.
I don't really want to, like in World of Warcraft, I just want to get to 90. I just want to start doing raids and all that crap, do end game content. But in Guild Wars 2, I'm actually enjoying the leveling process a lot more. And I think when I started playing it, I didn't really appreciate the leveling process. I was just kind of like, this is just more work to do. And I'll get him back in a sec. But yeah, I don't know. Guild Wars 2 is really fun. We should definitely play some, what's it called afterwards?
Mount your friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Do
it's
it.
downloaded, so I'm happy to play that after. But that's pretty much all I've been playing.
What's the last thing? I kind of agree with that.
Oh,
Mount your friends.
no, I haven't played that yet. But
We're all going to mount our friends.
We're gonna mount each
We're
other.
gonna mount you, Alex.
We're gonna play Red Solstice.
We're gonna have some good
We're gonna
fun.
play Red Solstice, are
Mounting
we?
each other.
So,
At
you
some
said
point.
Red Solstice? Yeah, Red
No,
Solstice.
nah.
Mounting.
No.
I heard
Oh,
Red
wait.
Solstice.
I don't
Red
think we
Solstice.
said that, no.
Red
Yeah.
Solstice.
No, I don't think,
So do we want to end?
yeah.
Red Solstice. Red Solstice.
Do you want to end the podcast there?
Sure.
With mounting our friends? Yes.
Thank
Yes,
you
we
guys
are.
for watching.
Yes. Thank
Be
you.
sure to mount your friends.
Yes.
Red Solstice.
Don't even ask them. Just run up to them and just mount.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
It happens here.
Tell them Beat Nick sent you.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry.
The JunkCast sent
People
you.
expect
Okay.
such thing.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
People expect such thing.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye. Let's just say bye for like
That's
5
well done, yeah.
hours.
Huh?
Konnichiwa. I just had to like add that in. Hello.
That's not language.
That's Asian for hello.
No, it's God damn it. You're not Asian. You're
Well,
not really Asian.
Technically I am, but
No, you're not.
it's
You're
besides the point.
lying. You're lying.
Yeah, it
for
turns
those
out
Asian
I'm
Jews.
like Hispanic or something.
You're just lying.
Both my
so you can be
parents are
Asian
like
Jews.
Mexican and Spanish.
So cool.
I'm
just
actually
imagining an Australian Mexican be like, "Hey, Pablo, you wanna go for some pimp on a Barbie?"
No.
It's really hard to
Wait,
combine
wait.
Mexican and fucking Australians. Okay,
It's hard for you to do any accent other than English.
I know.
Hey,
I'm just so goddamn British.
Good eye.
What was it? I
Right,
did
mate.
something. Someone's like, "Oh, I'm so remixing that."
you
Oh,
said
yeah.
something. You was
Please
like, "Oh,
don't
please,
kill
no
me,
Mario."
Mario. Yeah.
Oh,
I cannot be bothered remixing him, by the way.
Ah, so I wanted to hear that.
Oh, let's ask someone to do it on Reddit. Just be like, please remix this. This is my dream. To have
Alright.
it remixed.
Everybody, get on. We're playing this.
Okay.